Hello everybody. I just got out of my martial arts training and was talking with my trainer, and some interesting points came up that I thought would be a good thing to share with y'all. And actually it's kind of funny because I had the same conversation come up with a friend the other day that asked, why do you do martial arts training? You're already in such good shape and you're strong, and I'm sure you can handle yourself if the need, if the need arose, and blah blah blah. And I told him that's besides the point. You gotta be smart enough to know what you don't know, acknowledge what you don't know, acknowledge what you could use help in. That I work with for my martial arts is I think 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that degree black belt Shotokan karate, jiu-jitsu guy, Krav Maga. I mean, does the whole thing. 6, 7 I think time world champ. He obviously knows things I don't know, so that's why I do it. I'm pretty knowledgeable to some extent about MMA, about different martial arts. I mean, I've watched it my whole life. Could sit in front of a fight on the TV with you with the volume off and commentate on it and tell you exactly what moves people are doing at what times and know the names, but none of that matters. None of that matters when it comes to actually doing it. Watching it on TV and knowledge in your head compared to actually doing it are two very different things. It's about doing. It's not about just gaining knowledge and watching videos or reading books, although all that stuff is good, but it's about actually doing. So like I said, all that MMA knowledge, martial arts knowledge, up here is a very different thing compared to actually doing it. I've talked about this in other videos when it comes to, your camping gear or your bug out bag or whatever, all these things. It's a very different scenario compared to knowing, I've watched a few videos that says I should have this in my bag, or I should carry this with me every day in case of an emergency or whatever, compared to actually using those things, going out and actually utilizing them to the point where you're relying on them. The martial arts knowledge that I've had over the years, I wouldn't rely on it to save my life. Just the head knowledge, putting it into practice and being able to actually do those things and be trained by an expert in those areas, I would be willing to bet my life on that in that scenario. The same thing goes for firearms training, or the same thing goes for any kind of training. Actually train and do the things. Actually train and put your hand to that task, and not just read about it, not just watch videos about it. If I should have had him talk, but I'll introduce you to him another time. But the trainer that I work with, I actually do his strength and conditioning coaching for the same reason. This guy is certified badass when it comes to martial arts. I mean, you have a hard time finding somebody with more credentials than this guy when it comes to self-defense, martial arts, and all those things. But yet he's smart enough to know what he doesn't know, and he comes to me. I'm his trainer for strength and conditioning because that's my area of expertise. So be smart enough to know what you don't know. Don't be prideful. Be willing to seek help, seek advice, step out and actually do those things, get that training. Especially you men out there, not trying to single you out or get anybody angry, but we tend to be prideful people. Oh, I know how to shoot a gun, or oh man, I can handle myself. I know how to punch. I can punch hard. I'll beat that. I'll do this. Will you? Will you really? Practice. get training, learn, hands-on. Again, back to this guy, certified, you know, bad dude. Has been for 20 plus years, at the top of the elite when it comes to self-defense and mixed martial arts. But he came to me, and since then he's like, man, I took my game, I took my skills, I took my competition to a whole new level, because I don't get tired anymore. I'm way stronger. I can push people off of me when I need to, much stronger and bigger people than me. And I don't get tired. When they're gasping for air between rounds, I'm standing up, ready to go more. So again, somebody at the top of their game, never stop learning. Somebody at the top of their game, he wanted to take his game to a whole new level, take his abilities to a whole new level, and he sought help. He didn't have pride like, oh, I'm the biggest, baddest, I'm the, you know, this and that. No. Seek help, get training, seek out the best people in the field. Or, like, it doesn't have to be the top of the top of the top elite. Somebody that knows more than you. Be willing to learn. Always be willing to learn. And put your hand to the task. Head knowledge is good. Putting your hand to the actual task and implementing that knowledge is a whole different thing. That's it.